We also can write music using this system. And when we write it on a staff. I'm going to erase this. And you have some staff paper in front of you. So this is a staff. This is 5 lines. This is the musical staff. 5 lines, 4 spaces. Now, we don't really know what this means. We don't know what letters this means yet. We can know. And the way we know is we're going to put a clef sign at the beginning. That's called a treble clef or a G clef. And what that tells me is that the second line is G. See how I've circled that line? That indicates that that note is G. And then if I go to the next space, we just follow the musical alphabet, that would be A. Next line is B, and we just follow C, D, E, F, and we get to the top of the staff and it's G. Now if I want to keep going, there are more notes than this on the piano obviously. I can keep adding lines. I'm just going to add a little, so this G is at the top space. The next line would be A. I could go above that C, B, and then C, and I can just keep adding these lines, and I can go as high as I want. So these are called ledger lines. Now if I go below G, I would go backwards in the alphabet. So the next note below G would be F. And the next line is E. And then I get down again below the staff. I'm at D. So the first space below the staff is D. And then I'm going to add a ledger line. I can have C, B, and I can keep going as far as I want to. It does get a little difficult to read, so I might not want to go too far, but you see, you can run into quite a few ledger lines. Okay, so that's how the musical alphabet works on the staff in the treble clef. Okay, so this is just for this clef. So we're going to have, we can change the clef, and then that changes the letter names. Okay, so we're going to learn more than one clef. Some of you may already know treble clef, and that's good. But we're going to work on this. Now, sometimes, when you're learning music, people actually, you'll see this in books, and people will divide this up into lines and spaces to help people learn it. And you'll get the lines are E, G, B, D, F.
Every good boy deserves fudge.
Okay, every good boy deserves fudge, right? Or every good boy does fine. You can use a sentence if you want to use that to help you remember it. And then if we divide the spaces up, we get the word face. Okay? But remember, and sometimes, sometimes I don't like doing this because I think it confuses the issue. It's actually, all it is a musical alphabet, isn't it? It's always A, B, C, D, E. Everybody see that? So sometimes when we teach it this way, I think people forget that all we did was write the musical alphabet up there. Right? It's always in order. And that's the way all of the clefs are. We're just writing the musical alphabet in order. So I want you all to practice making a treble clef a minute. So what I'd like you to do, when you make the clef, just draw a line through the staff. So you want to start above the staff and draw a line through the staff. And then the next step is you start at the top of that line and go down to about the 4th line of the staff, and you go there. Third step is you cross that line and you go down to the bottom of the staff, and you get to that point. And then the 4th step is you go down and then you actually circle that second line. So then you'll have a treble clef. So practice making some treble clefs